welcome back to my channel. It's been a while, but I'm here. Forgive me, please. If you are new to this channel, then welcome. Don't forget to subscribe so you can keep up to date when I post. Today, I'm a bit nervous about what I'm gonna film. Mainly because it's quite a taboo subject, and also I'm a bit scared of like the reaction that I'm gonna get from this, and it's just like it's a part of me that I've always kept quite secret. Like, not quite secret, because if someone asks me about it then I'll tell them, but yeah, I've just been really scared to post anything like this. And I think for that reason, I need to do it, because if I'm scared to talk about it, then it means that there's plenty of other people who are scared to talk about it, and if they watch this video, then hopefully they can be more open about it. But yeah, so today I'm going to be talking about my mental health. I'm just going to take you through the journey of like where it started, where I'm at now, and just, you know, let me have a drink. I'm scared. Okay, so I think my mental health started taking a turn for the worse around the age of 13 and 14, around that age, quite close to the age that I came out, actually. Maybe linked, I don't know. But yeah, around that age, like, I started noticing a change in my moods. Like, I'd just be really low, and I'm quite an introvert anyway, but like, I literally used to just stay in my room and not want to socialise with anyone. My moods would fluctuate up and down, and I didn't quite know what was going on. You know, some people might say like it's puberty or whatever, but I actually went through puberty from the age of 9, so I don't really think this is correlated with puberty, purely because my puberty started so early. But yeah, but I think that's what a lot of people put it down to, is puberty, like mood swings and whatever. But hold on. You're coming in. Come in then. Come on then. Come on then. Say hello to the people, Molly. Say hello. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So a lot of people put it down to puberty, but it was a lot more than that to me. I mean, maybe at the time I didn't really like think it was anything deep, but yeah, my moods would fluctuate quite badly, quite severely. And I was just really low for quite a long time, and it wasn't something that I'd speak about with anyone really, because I think back then, like, there wasn't a lot of like conversation on mental health, so I just didn't speak to anyone about it. And then once that was going on for a while, it got worse, like a lot worse. And I started self-harming. And I don't know what made me start doing that, or how I knew to do that, or what, but I started doing it, and it was like a regular thing. Like, every night, like I feel like I had to do it as a release, otherwise everything would just be built up and I'd feel worse. And like self-harming to me was like a release of everything that was building up inside. So yeah, it wasn't good. And I kept that quiet for quite a long time, I'd say. I just wear loads of bracelets, like long sleeves. I wouldn't really let anyone like touch my arm or anything. So like no one knew about it, like at all. Like it was something that I kept to myself. And then one day, like I had a friend and she must have told a teacher at my school, and the teacher called me in the office and was like to me, show me your arm. So me being me, showed her the opposite arm, and she was like, no, the other arm. So I showed her, and I'm pretty sure the teacher started crying. It was like one of my favourite teachers, yeah. She started crying. She's like, why are you doing this? Blah, 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 blah. So then she ended up calling my mum, and then she had to come into the school. It was absolutely horrible. So horrible. Because obviously it broke her. Like so bad for her to see that I was doing this and she was none the wiser. So I feel like she felt a bit to blame for it, and obviously it wasn't her fault, and she wasn't to know because I just hid it so well. So my mum took me to the GP and I had to speak with them, answer some questions. Basically said that I was suffering from depression, and they referred me to CAMS, which is Children's and Adolescent Mental Health Services. And so I got referred to there. I went there and my mum pretty much said to them she didn't want me to be on antidepressants, and I'm glad actually, because I was opting more towards that because I didn't like speaking about my feelings, so I didn't want to do counselling. So to me, I would have steered more towards the antidepressants. I had to do counselling, like talk about my feelings and why I did certain things and all of that, which was hard, because it was hard, but it was easier than talking to a family member about it or someone that I knew, because it's a stranger. You're not scared to like completely open up and be completely honest. So it was kind of like I laid everything bare to this woman, and at the end of the counselling session I'd probably run out of tears to cry, and it's like a constant battle with your mind. Like depression is hard. It's very hard, and I don't think people who don't suffer from mental health, they don't understand. They think it's just being sad, but it's literally like you've got a war in your head, and it's like you're constantly trying to stay above water. You're trying to stay from drowning. Those of you who do suffer with depression or any other mental health issue, you're going to understand what I'm saying. Anyone else, you're probably going to think I'm chatting shit, but that is the best way that I can explain it. Like, there'll be good days and there'll be bad days, and the good days might be really great, but then the bad days are diabolical. Like, there's days where I'd not want to get out of bed. I'd not want to speak to anyone. I'd literally be filled with such like emptiness and sadness. And I think it still affects me to this day with certain things, because I'd still rather feel nothing rather than feel something. I feel like I spent a lot of time pushing my emotions away, to the fact where now, like, I don't feel certain emotions, or I do, but it's quite diluted emotions, if that makes sense. It did feel better afterwards, but then I was probably there for like 3 months, maybe, I'm not sure, and then the appointments just stopped coming, and it was kind of like they just like left it at that and just like forgotten about me. And I think that was the point where I thought to myself, this isn't right. Like, is this really what the mental health services are like in the UK? Like, is this really it? And I think that pushed me more towards wanting to work with people with mental health issues, and hence why I did psychology at uni, because I felt like just something's not right for them to just like stop my counselling appointments. Like anything could have happened. Like, God forbid, I still wasn't in the best place and I like committed suicide or whatever, then what? Like, it was really bad. And obviously I didn't just stop straight away, because it's like an addiction. Which sounds weird to say, but it is an addiction. Those who have self-harm, they know that it's an addiction. It's something you can't just stop just like that. Like, when you're using this as a release of everything, then it's like it's hard to just stop altogether. It's like people who are addicted to drugs. Like, you can't just stop. You can't just go cold turkey. It's like a gradual process. And I've always said, like, with mental health and self-harming and stuff like that, you're never fully recovered. Every day is like a constant battle. Like, obviously the longer you go without doing it, like, the better it is to like refrain from doing it. But if you get back in that mindset of like a deep depression, then that's going to be your go-to, is self-harm, because of how it makes you feel. It makes you feel relieved, it makes you feel better. So it's something you never really get over. Like, there's relapses, like it just happens. I think the longest I've been without self-harming is like 3 years, and I still, after that, relapsed. It's just almost a year ago now. So it's been almost a year that I've been clean. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, it's something you constantly battle with, and I feel like not a lot of people talk about self-harm. It's seen as like a emo thing to do or whatever. And like, if people see people with like really bad scars, they'll like stare at them or something like that, which is really shit. It's a really shit thing to do. I don't know why anyone would want to make someone feel uncomfortable. With my scars, they're not that noticeable. I don't know if anyone's ever noticed them. If they have, then they haven't mentioned it to me, which I kind of prefer, because I don't like talking about it. I don't like remembering that my scars are there. I don't like being reminded. So it's something that I'd rather not talk about. But then again, I need to get out of that, because the more I talk about it, the more awareness gets spread, the more comfortable people feel who have scars, and the more educated people are who don't understand self-harming. But yeah, so if any of you ever see anyone with any scars, then probably don't point it out straight away unless you actually know the person. Just make sure that they know that you're there for them, because like I said, it is a constant battle. And also, I feel like people who do have scars, if you're watching this and you have scars and you tend to hide your scars, then I would encourage you not to show them off, but you've got to be comfortable in your skin, and you've got to embrace that this is a part of your past, and you've overcome it, and you're doing good. And I feel like that's something that I need to take in as well, because I've got a few scars on my hips, one that's really bad, and I tend to not wear certain bikinis because it will show it. Like, you know, them really pretty like them bikinis that come up high on your hips. Yeah, I try to avoid those, and I really like them, and I've avoided them because I feel like my scars are just ugly, and I don't want people to see them and see how ugly they are. But it's just proof that I've survived a harder time and I've come through the other end. And yeah, I feel like I need to actually practice what I preach and not be so scared to show them, and not be so scared to talk about it. It's like this is really hard. I don't want people to think that I'm doing this for attention, because I'm really not. My purpose in my YouTube channel and my Instagram is to speak about things that are maybe quite taboo, and speak about like self-love and all of them things. And I feel like to do that I need to embrace myself, and I don't know, just make people more aware of certain things and make people feel more comfortable in their skin. But yeah, if any of you have suffered with mental health issues, have ever self-harmed, then my inbox is always open on Instagram. If you have me on Instagram, then just send me a DM. Or if you know of anyone who does self-harm and you're not sure quite what to do, then also give me a DM, and I'll try and help as best I can. If anyone ever needs any advice, again, my DMs are open. Like, I'm a very nice person, guys. Like, I will reply if you message me. So yeah. Anyway, I hope this video has helped someone, even if like one person. I hope it's helped, and I hope that we can be more aware on mental health issues, and we can be more open-minded to certain things. Okay, have a good day, guys. Bye.